What's up, you guys? This is Ayo from Catalyst here, and we got a very special guest. Miss Melanie Martin was so nice and courteous to talk to us. A lot of people have been asking for us. So why do you feel like you want to speak now? Do you feel like there's too much misrepresentation going on with your name? Do you think it's getting kind of smeared a little bit?
Yes, I feel like I need to, say a couple things, positive things, nothing bad. So I'm not here to bash him or anything.
Right.
So
and
make that clear.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think that's what a lot of people want. They want you to just be super angry and super...
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, of course.
In the situation. And
I think within this, especially the more hardcore community, it's like if you're not bashing Aaron, it's like you're a bad guy. Like for me, if I'm not bashing you or if I'm not bashing Aaron, it's like, oh, like I'm a bad guy myself. So for you, what do you think right now is the biggest misconception about what people think about you? I'm
gonna have my friend help me with this one.
Yeah, it's all good.
Sandra, you have to say something.
Introduce your friends.
We were just talking about it, actually. This is my friend, Sandra.
Hello, Sandra.
So Melanie thinks the biggest misconception about her is that, she really liked him. She really wanted a relationship, but she didn't know how to go about certain things because she didn't have those tools. She didn't have any good relationships. She didn't have any good
right
people to look up to and know what to do in a relationship. So when things went wrong, she didn't mean for things to go wrong. That's what the misconception was about her. People thought that she wanted this drama. She didn't want any drama.
Well, yeah, I mean, who wants drama in a relationship? That's the antithesis of what a relationship's supposed to be. It's supposed to be non-drama. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to be finding out who each other are and to, have a better life. So at what point do you feel that it started to go in a bad direction? Would you feel it was after, was it right before your first breakup, or was it way before that?
Before the first one, for sure.
What was it, instant, or was it gradual? Was it just out of nowhere?
I'm a little confused as to, I'm not sure if he just kept me around, to keep me around. I feel I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why we had so many fights towards the end. We had a lot of boundaries for each other. And I feel I didn't quite meet those for him. Yes. And I should have a little bit more. So.
But you weren't just trying to appease to what he wanted, right? You wanted him to you wanted to work together to make it work.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So after the first breakup, what again, if you don't want to, you talk whatever you want about. After the first breakup, how fast did you actually return to his house after, getting released? Or was he lying about that?
My car was there, so I had to drive back to my home in Orange County.
Right, because...
So I just exchanged one and that's it, and then I left.
Right, because he made it seem like you were coming there angry to get the dogs and all this other stuff, but I don't know if that was...
The dog wasn't there. My mother already had the dog.
Right. Okay, so how do you feel that the public reception, did you really feel that? Or was that just something that you didn't like people's opinions, everyone commenting on your stuff, everyone was that?
I got used to it. I got used to the comments, and I see what people write about him, and they at first they didn't like me, but now they do like me, which is,
And I just said that in a video. I was I was live streaming, and I was like, guys, don't remember when Melanie first came in, everyone was slamming her. I remember I was there. Everyone was like, Melanie this, Melanie that. And now after breakup,
just using him, blah, blah, like,
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't get that. Now everyone's like
I
Team
wouldn't
Melanie.
be using somebody if I'm like, you know, like honestly like devastated over the relationship. Like, why would I be using somebody, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
like I had my own life before him, and like I pretty much like changed my whole life just to be with him because I fell in love with him. But you know,
Yeah, I think that's what people forget, and I've said that too. That you know, you had your own career going before Aaron. So you know, I think when people were like, "Oh, like Melanie was just trying to you know get her career started," you already had a career. You were already successful. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I just feel like you can say like that about people who have like no followers and they're trying to get people with followers, but she already had followers before she met him. And it wasn't like she was no one.
like I didn't think that I would actually like date Aaron at all. Like it was just kind of like it was just very friendly. Like we were being very nice in the beginning. You know, it wasn't like romantic at all. And then you know we just ended up dating, and I didn't expect it at all.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna go. So. Did he not want, like, did he immediately want you to stop doing all the work you already doing? Because, like, he did kind of cut off a lot of... Well,
the thing is, though, bartending was a problem because a lot of the regulars were texting me, and I think they were doing it on purpose now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, people want to do what they want to do, I guess. But, like, I mean, it was a good thing that I quit there because he did take care of me, and that was a nice thing that he did. He said, you know, if you don't work over there at your bar job, which I eventually wanted to not work there anyways, regardless of him.
Yeah.
So, because I worked there for so long and I was just getting tired of it, but he did take care of me, so you know, that was one thing he did.
Yeah. And so it wasn't, because a lot of people kind of made it seem to be like he was like straight up cutting your money supply so that you would have to be, you know, kind of stuck to him whether you wanted to or not. So is that the case, or was it not the case?
I don't know how to answer that.
They both agree. Like they had a talk about it, you know.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's just what public opinion. I mean, I didn't really feel that way necessarily. I just thought it was more of like a, you know, like a romantic thing. Like, oh, like you don't have to work there anymore. Just come live with me. Like I thought it was more, especially in media and tabloid. You know, everything is extreme. Everything's the worst case scenario. You know, there's no. So in the period of after the first breakup, why were you so hidden from the camera? Was that your choice? Was that his choice? Was it both your choice, or was it just something that happened?
To be off social media. Well, I mean, I was like in the you know, I was on, like, I didn't really want to be like online. Like, I just wanted to concentrate on me and Aaron. Like, I was trying to fix go on social media for a few weeks because I was just trying to spend time with him.
How did you feel about everything kind of being broadcasted live? Like, was that scary? I remember you were really shy.
When I first started, like, I actually only followed Aaron for like 1 or 2 days before we hung out, and I wasn't like watching his lives or anything. And to be honest, I didn't really know anything about his life except that he was a singer before, saying he wanted a girlfriend, and that he was like having a hard time finding a girlfriend. So that's why like I followed him, and I was like, oh, like he seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about all of his haters, and I didn't know about all of the social media. Like I didn't know anything about it. So it was hard to be on his lives because I was very shy. But I mean, I got used to it.
Yeah, because I remember you'd just be sitting there and you'd just be kind of on looking, and he'd be like kind of guiding you, you know, almost trying to get you to stream in a way, but it just seemed like you were. But I think eventually you got more comfortable with it. Yeah, like the whole like kind of community surrounding it, which to me is new as well. I've only been making these like YouTube videos since like November, and I did not expect it to like kind of go crazy like this. And this is something that like is probably going to follow you forever, which is kind of scary. You know, like people are always going to, you know, kind of talk about this. Like how do you feel about the outcry of support that has kind of poured out?
Actually, the people are really nice to me now. They're like telling me that I'm going to be okay, which is really
So who's your friend? Is this just like your ride or die? Is this like your homie or what?
I've known Sandra for a really long time, and his sister too.
So like after you kind of like came back, and then, you know, you weren't really on camera, it wasn't really that long. So like, was it just tension from the start of you being back, or was it again gradual? Because it was what was it? Maybe like 2 weeks at least. We didn't see you that much, so we don't really know what happened because we didn't see you.
We were good. There was nothing. There was no tension. I couldn't like. I don't know. I just feel like towards the end, I'm not sure if he was just starting to get over me. You know, that's just my feelings right now. That I'm a little confused. I just don't understand why he tattooed my name on his face. You know, if he didn't want to be with me like long term, maybe he just felt like out of love with me. You know, I guess it happens. I mean, people divorce all the time. They have families and they divorce all the time. So
yeah,
I guess he hasn't really done anything to me. So except our fight. And, you know, obviously you guys have seen that because he actually recorded live videos. So
yeah. It's pretty crazy. So do you know if he was messaging anybody during the time that you guys were together?
We had a kind of like a policy where we can like look at each other's phones, and I never saw anything. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm confused how this all, you know, happened.
Right, because that's what he kept saying, and obviously, like, Aaron can kind of exaggerate truths, and maybe when he's really angry, he can kind of, you know, he feels really passionate about the situation. Because I remember you banned Lindsay. What was
she
that?
She was talking bad about me, that girl, online. So I don't even know who she is, actually. It's just, I remember he was telling me some girl was like bad-mouthing me. So I said, don't talk to her. And he didn't talk to her. He stopped talking to her for me, which was good. I mean, he did what he said he was going to do.
Right. So when he said that you were still texting people, was that like, so was it really like your hairstylist, right? Like it was just people, you were just your homies.
And it wasn't a homie. He was a hairstylist. And during the pandemic, like I had no one else to go to. I actually had a girl hairstylist that would do my hair. So, but the salon was closed and she had no access to what I needed. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I really do regret that. And at least like now I know to not, you know, to respect someone's wishes, I guess I would say.
Right. But I mean, that's a little extreme because like if it's just a hairstylist and then, you know, you're trying to get something done during quarantine. But I guess, you know, it could be touchy, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I look back at it now and I think, oh, you know, it's actually good that he did have a strong boundary because I wouldn't want girls messaging him left and right either. And they do. Yeah. When he's single, they will, you know, and I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, he definitely ignored a lot of messages
he did.
From girls because of you. And he would say that he'd be like, you know, there's people messaging me all the time, but, you know, like, because so I think, you know, people are trying to make him seem like he's unloyal. And I don't really see him as being unloyal necessarily. I just think, like I said, he gets very passionate about things. We didn't see you on the second breakup, so you just were kind of gone. He sent a picture to Rocky Reyna saying that you were standing outside of his house. Like,
I wanted to get my stuff back. I had no stuff, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Because he kicked me out directly. Like, I had no time to even get my stuff. Like, he just told me to leave. He was like, get out of the house. It's over. So I left.
Do you still want to talk things out with him?
Oh, well, yeah, he pretty much ended it like fully. He said, you know, it's 100% over. Like, don't contact me kind of thing out of spite.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's done. So it is what it is.
Are you kind of like, no, not scared to talk to me because like you're scared of Catalyst. Are you kind of scared of that? Do you think this is going to make him mad? I mean, do you care, or are you just kind of like?
I don't want to make. I don't think this is a bad interview at all. I feel like I'm being positive. You know, I wasn't happy like 3 days ago, but I'm like better now.
Right, but would you be open to getting back with him, even though he's 100% done?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's clear on my social media that I still want him, but I mean, I don't want to be begging for somebody who doesn't love me anymore. I've been through that before, where like you try to stay with somebody, but it just doesn't end up working. Yeah, like the chemistry's done or whatever, but from one person feels a different way than the other, and I don't want to ever experience that again.
Right. What do you think made you fall in love with Aaron And like, what made you guys so special? That because I think after a while, even though people did kind of give you hate at first, a lot of people really felt that there was like a really genuine connection that, you know, people hadn't found in the past. Mm-hmm.
Like I never moved in with anyone before. Quit your job all day, every day. Sorry, all day, every day. You know, obviously there's a connection there.
Yeah. Right. So you've never moved in with somebody?
I felt like, I'm sorry?
You've never moved in with someone before?
No, I haven't.
Wow. Okay. So this was a huge step for you. I didn't
really have too many relationships before him.
Right.
I'm really picky. That's my.
That's picky. Sweet. I think that's something that. See, this is why, because we haven't really heard you speak ever. Like, even when you're on lives, like this is why this is so important, because people are getting to see a side of you that has never been shown. And I've always wondered why you've never shown it, but but yeah, that's so sweet. You know, you've never moved in, you know, this is your first experience. It's almost like, you know, your first, you know, quote unquote adult relationship in a way. I mean, not that I have either. Yeah. I'm personally 24, so I have no experience with that. But, you know, a lot of people my age are already moving in with people, and I'm like, damn, like slow down. So this was a big step for you.
Yeah, that's why and that's why it's so serious for me, and that's why I was so emotional like online, because it was like my first adult relationship pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, guys. So we're continuing this interview with Miss Melanie. Once again, thank you for showing up, and your friends. I'll put their IGs in the description so you guys can get recognized. How are you feeling at this current moment? How has the recovery been? If there has been a recovery, like, do you think it's been easy? Is this the hardest thing you've ever gone through in your life?
Yeah, it's been really hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm very emotional. I'm because he loves really hard and I do too. So we're on the same level, except I'm the one who got brokenhearted, not him. It's different when the person who you thought you'd be spending a long time with that tattooed my name on her face. How
did you feel about that? A lot of people, again,
I was happy about that, because I thought he was being like real. Like, I thought like, oh wow, he like, I've never, like, nobody does that. Like, people that date for 10 years don't even do that. So for him to just put my name on his forehead, I'm just shocked about everything. But, you know, I can't control how people feel about other people.
Mm-hmm. And you still have his name on your wrist, right?
I do. It's right here. Is this a video?
Yeah, it's on video.
Oh, I didn't know.
And that's your first tattoo ever, right?
Yes, I know. I cried online.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's dope. I mean, that's dope. Like,
I know. Everybody's like, why is she crying over a little baby tattoo? Like, it hurt. Yeah.
Are you planning to get any more? Are you gonna get a whole sleeve now? I don't want
any tattoos. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. At the moment, I really don't want to comment on that.
Yeah, it's fair. No comment from Miss Melanie. What were you doing right before you met Aaron? Like, were you just, working?
It was around Christmas. So I was spending time with the family, mm-hmm. and then we hung out for New Year's weekend. The whole weekend, I stayed at his house for like a really long time. It's hard to talk about.
Yeah.
She misses him. Everyone needs to calm down. I said you need to calm down.
No, she said you need to calm down.
Who, me or Melanie?
You.
Wait, why me?
Because I said she's getting emotional.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't tell. I can't tell over the camera. You know what I mean? It's like kind of hard. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to trigger you or anything. I mean, it is. This is going to be an emotional interview. This is not easy. Again, this is not easy for Melanie to do this. Like I said, I'm so grateful she's even talking right now, because she could have just, flew off the map. But a lot of people who are now fans of Melanie and want to support her really want to hear what she has to say. So,
mm-hmm. Do you feel hurt?
Obviously hurt.
Do you feel sad?
Sad, yes. All 3 days. Yes. Disappointed, hurt, and sad. Yeah.
If you could change one thing in the relationship, what would it be?
Respecting his boundaries.
Okay.
So you want to respect
If you could
him.
talk to him right now, what would you tell him?
So she's interviewing me now, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, dude, we're all interviewing Melanie. Who cares?
Easier. Okay, wait. What
Alright, so if you could tell him one thing right now, what would it be?
Well, obviously he doesn't want to talk to me, so that's a whole other thing. Just that I'm sorry, and that he did a lot for me that I didn't think he would. Like, I didn't want that, and like now it has to be like that, and it just sucks. But
okay, so like,
Your friend is so funny. I love your friend.
why do you still have the pictures of him up on your Instagram?
I don't actually.
You deleted them? Why did you delete them?
Because he deleted all of mine.
If you put his back up, would you put yours back up if you wanted to give another chance?
Yes, but it's not gonna happen.
Dude, these are some like girl type questions. Like, I would have never thought about this stuff. She's, oh my gosh. Like, are his pictures still up on your picture? Like, yeah, because he still has pictures of you, right? They're still up on his page.
No, they're not. I checked, they're not.
Oh, even the older ones?
Yeah, they're all gone.
Okay.
Once you delete a photo, it's like it's done.
Right.
So,
all right, chill. Answer my question.
I would have taken it more seriously. I did the same thing for me. Like, we both had like the same boundaries. Like, he didn't talk to girls and I didn't talk to guys. But so occasionally, men would be DMing me and like, I like Instagram. But if it were like up to me, Instagram isn't good for relationships because people are always trying to start something or I don't know. Are you still there?
Yeah. So did you have to completely stop talking to everyone who was a man, or was it just certain people?
Yes,
okay.
But he didn't talk to girls except for his like YouTuber girl, the LMG people. Like he would talk to them, but he didn't talk to any girls either. So it was like a mutual thing. Like, he really didn't, and I would see that unless he had like another phone, but I don't think he did, obviously. So
right,
because we lived together and we saw everything that we were doing. But he didn't talk to girls and I didn't talk to guys.
Right. So when you had the text messages that you had leaked on your story, was that post the first breakup or was that after the second breakup?
First breakup. I actually deleted that because I felt like it was a little too much for me to like post, like it was nobody's business. I didn't really want to post that, but I just did that out of being upset,
Yeah, that's fair.
And he posted a lot of things about me that I did not feel okay with either. So
I mean, I feel like
it's for her.
Do you want to talk about the pregnancy issues or do you not want to talk about that?
No, actually I don't. It's nobody's business.
Right. That's fair. Like, do you want to plug your lashes?
Oh, sure. You can. Well, it's in my it's Melanie's lashes LA. It's my new lash line. Yeah, I know you do mention that a lot. So thank you for always saying about my lashes.
Yeah, because I'm interested. Because I mean, I'm a content creator. I love when people love doing their own business ventures or doing their own ideas like that.
It's like during quarantine. It's just you have to like do something, during this time.
You make it light. Like how have you been handling quarantine? Like, is it hard?
It's been hard it's been hard because I don't know where I'm going to live. My stuff is still at his home. It's really hard because he completely shut me out. What I'm sad about is that you can go from living with someone being 24/7 together to just cutting out and never speaking to someone. It's really hard for me personally. Like you know somebody for 4 months and you spend every single day together and then it's just completely done. Like, it's just hard. That's why I don't like being in relationships, because I know that it can end. That's all I can say, and I don't like that. I like to keep things, I don't bounce around and I don't move on like in 8 hours.
Yeah, I feel that. And so there's definitely no dating plans, so like people shouldn't be hitting you up with boyfriend applications, right?
No. If you want to stay out of my DM, please.
Have you been getting hit up? Have guys been hitting you up since?
Oh, you can go on your DM. Okay, yeah, go.
Yeah, well, what's your friend's secret? Your friend probably got some secrets, right? Have guys been in your DMs, Melanie? Like, have they been trying to get at you?
Yeah, and I ignore it right now. Relationship and not talking to like people, and it's hard to be single again, knowing that, I'll probably be single for a really long time.
Yeah, because I mean, it seems like you were genuinely in love, you know, contrary to what a lot of people are trying to say about you. I felt the connection, like I said earlier. I felt like you were actually, you know, trying to do the best you could, trying to, you know, make it work. And you know, if he didn't like something that you were trying to change, and I'm sure there was things he changed for you. And I don't know why people aren't seeing that. But I guess now after this second breakup, I guess people are trying to see it. But I just feel like, you know. Yeah. It could be like a little inorganic, like, oh, just because you guys are fully broken up, now people care. When it was actually happening, it was kind of like, yeah, like she deserves that. She deserves, you know, for all this stuff to happen.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about some of the people that hated you first are now supporting you? Like, is that a weird dynamic?
Yeah, it's very strange. It's like they always hate who he's dating.
Is there any last words you want to say? Is there something you want to leave on?
Pretty much, we talked about everything. Thanks for everyone being nice to me, I guess, now. And, like, seeing that I am a real person, and
yeah,
I only had good intentions for him. That's it.
So yeah, thank you, Miss Melanie, for talking to us. And I know it's probably hard for you to speak. I could hear you choking up a few times there, so I know you're trying to play it cool, but she was very respectful, and yeah, I'll put your socials, and I'll put a picture up of Melanie's new lashes. Make sure you go check them out. I know we got a lot of women viewers out there.
That's nice. That's so nice of you.
Hey, we got to do it.
Oh, that's nice of you.
We got to do it.
That's nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we're gonna be signing out. So thanks for watching.
All right. Bye. Take care.
So Miss Melanie wanted me to add this in for an outro. She says, I'm still so sad knowing he chose a girl who he just met over me, who he spent months with. And that I personally think things were getting better in the relationship with us because I changed my phone number, but that he started a fight with me, and I'm not sure if it was because he wanted to kick me out for a new girlfriend or he genuinely was just getting jealous still of DMs, which I wasn't DMing guys. I had to constantly block them. I'm very hurt and still think, what if, all the time, and I miss waking up next to him in Nala, and then I feel like I won't find a connection with anyone else like I did with him. I truly loved Aaron with all my heart. I was going to take care of his heart forever. Very sad. He just gave up on us, and even though he wasn't very nice to me at the end of all this, I still have his back. And I don't plan on calling him any names. I'm disappointed and heartbroken. I'm real, and that makes me rare. Honestly, you can see the love in this pic. Sad he is missing out. Miss Melanie Martin.